Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CoculesNation. My name is Secret Agent Nichino Cocules. I'm the founder and the director of the Cocules Industry Spy Network and the CoculesNation. Today and next week, I will be reacting to two videos on this channel. Yes, I'm going to be reacting to my own videos. I've been meaning to do this on the 1 year anniversary of CISN, but obviously I was doing Sonic Smackdown stuff on the first anniversary of CISN. So there's that. But I was trying to get around to it, but I never had the chance to. But today's the day to do it. This will be the gaming setup tour. I still have the same setup, just a couple of upgrades, mainly the headset and the arcade fight stick, a Hori Real Arcade Pro 4 Kai. You would have seen this for the first time, and I think also my headset in, I think it was my Guilty Gear video, when I played Guilty Gear XX Accent Core Plus. That video will be linked in the description or the top right hand corner of your screen. Anyway, enough blabbing, let's just get into it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New Gaming Channel.
So, yeah, lots of things going on, as you see. That place where that table happened to be, that's now been replaced by a couple of IKEA mattresses. A couple of IKEA mattresses have actually replaced that. I still have everything in, like, tucked into a corner in this room, so that's not a big deal. Also, yeah, still got it 2 years later. This is the tie that started it all. And I actually had, I think a couple different ones. Put that in there. I still have the 5 original ties I used for the channel, but then I received a shipment of 15 other ties. Now I have 20 ties, so obviously this is actually one of the 20 ties I received in the shipment from my grandfather from an undisclosed location. And yeah, I'm very thankful for it. I've actually tied them into all sorts of different knots. This one I have tied into a Prince Albert knot, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, things have changed since then. Also, I had facial hair. Well, I did have facial hair, but I shaved it all off because I didn't have facial hair when CISN started. But nowadays, as you can see, I got a full-on beard, so there is that as well.
This is for an entertainment company to be called the Cocules Industry Spy Network, better known as CISN. This is a subsidiary of the...
By the way, the music, I don't have that anymore.
Called the CoculesNation. What is the CoculesNation, you might be asking? The CoculesNation is to be a general gaming channel where I play all sorts of video games.
That's true. It's still general gaming today, but primarily first-person shooters, rhythm games, and fighting games. I usually focus on those.
But I will be using Linux to do it the entire time. And for the start of this channel, I will be using Garud Linux. But I may end up distro hopping using my...
Oh, you're going to be distro hopping, buddy.
You see in the background to do it.
Yeah, I actually did have to distro hop a couple of different times. Primarily because Garud didn't work too well for me. And if I wanted to use Nobara Project, I would have had to use DroidCam. And oh my god, that would be a pain in the butt. I would have to pay about $5-6 to get DroidCam. And I wasn't willing to do that. I would have spent $17 on the OBS iOS camera plugin. And I had to get the actual application for it. Like, good freaking grief. Ugh.
That being said, my name is Nichino Cocules. I'm the founder and the director of the Cocules Industry Spy Network, and thus, the CoculesNation.
Oh my god. Yeah, I remember that. Times New Roman for days. Good grief. I am still using Times New Roman because I love that font. I freaking love Times New Roman. But anyways, what's going on here is I actually edited this video. I ended up editing it using Caden Live, and there was actually metadata stuck on my phone because I didn't get rid of the metadata. So Google already has this location. So yeah, there is that. But enough excuses. Yeah, that's actually my pseudonym. That's not my real name. That's my pseudonym. And the reason for that is because I don't want to be doxxed. Nobody has heard of something like that before. But, yeah, it's crazy enough. I made the pseudonym back in 2015. I'm still using it to this day, 8 years later. Like 7, 8 years later.
Or CN for short. There's really nothing to do here for this video. So
Oh
why
my
don't we
god. Yeah, so back in the day, yeah, I was actually on a mental decline when I started this, so I stammered a lot like you just saw me do. I stammer quite a bit nowadays. Back then, though, when I was in my high school days, oh my goodness, that was something else. Yeah, I did not stammer as much. I did not stutter as much anymore. But nowadays, I may have a speech impediment. I tease. Anyway.
Here real quick and see exactly what CISN will be running on.
I'm going to be turning this down. The music I don't have anymore, and the operating system, that's Guru Linux. I use that to edit this video you see here. But I'm still using Mint, and I've got, I think, an editor or two that edits these videos now. I don't know when that change was made. Most likely that change was made roughly around the time of my Guilty Gear video. I don't know. I did edit a few videos on the channel, and there are videos that I still edit, but I also split the time between an editor or two that I personally know, who will not be named at his request. So there is that going on. But yeah, I'm now going through my specs, and I've actually got my specs in the description here, and the stuff is still used to this day. Although, there is a mouse I will be mentioning. It's going to be this one right here. This Logitech mouse with, yeah, it's a ball mouse. I haven't been using that one too much, but I should definitely get back into using it. And the reason for that is wrist health. It can actually be very healthy for my wrist, it seems. Oh, I think I put this one in. Yeah, I think I put this in the description of this one. Thermaltake Ring 12s. And yeah, I still have those. I mean, the computer that I'm using here is over 2 years old. It's over 2 years old. I built it in August of 2020 during the pandemic. So there is that going on. But yeah, I still got most of this stuff here. Actually, pretty much identical to this stuff. But the headphones, the ring light, and the fight stick, I still have those to this day. I still have those even a year later. So there is that. Oh, also, right here. Yeah. We're still on the grind using Linux and free software to run CISN. And being that I run a CISN using Linux, the reason is twofold. One, we wanted to stand out differently to other media companies who use Windows, but also number two, this is actually to protect our privacy just a little bit. Using Linux is actually the best way you can ensure a start to privacy. And plus, I love the philosophy of open source software and free software as a whole, not just open source software. I think we're pretty much done with that.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time that I have for this video here on the CoculesNation.
My goodness,
If
though,
you would
look
like
at
to see
that.
Gaming here on Linux and how I set Linux up for gaming, specifically Guru Linux or any other Arch-based distribution for those who speak Linux, you can do this one of three ways. You can hit the like button to show your support to the CoculesNation.
My God.
Or leave a dislike. That will also help out the YouTube channel.
I remember doing that bit. My goodness. I tried to record that bit many different times, and I tried to record an intro many different times. The one that I used for this video, which by the way I did edit, that one I ended up using just a standard kind of intro, but also I've done a couple of different styles actually. It's really a fusion of different styles to make it my own. So there is that. And also, I do have subtitles. yeah, I've actually got subtitles. So we're going to get that playing in the... What in the world? We're going to get that playing in the background.
Welcome.
But yeah, I've got subtitles on this video as well. So for those of you that like watching videos without any sort of audio and just wanted how do I explain this? For those that actually wanted closed captioning because you like watching your videos without sound for some reason, I don't know why. I don't know why it's done. But I will, in fact, do this from time to time. That will really depend on the situation at hand. But I also have that available. I usually don't do captions, and I'm still looking for someone to do Japanese captions for me, so if you happen to have a lot of time on your hands and want to translate all the videos from English to Japanese and then caption them as such, send me an email at CISN-droid@protonmail.com and we can get that set up. That said, that will be it for today's video. If you like this one and want to see more like this in the future, you can do this one of 5 ways. You can hit the like button to show your support to the CoculesNation. Hit the subscribe button to become a member of the CoculesNation. Hit the bell icon to be notified when new episodes arrive every Thursday afternoon at 2 p.m. Pacific Time. You can also comment on all of our videos. All videos are open for comment. And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, you can share this channel with your family and friends. But that being said, thank you and good night.